Yo, let's go! It's your boy, the Mad Backer here. We are officially 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. And oh my God, it is getting hot and heavy with the rumors, ladies and gentlemen. For today, I want to discuss with all of you the ideal wide receiver pairing for the New York Jets. Now, it's no secret the Jets have been engaged in talks with multiple teams trying to get a true number one wide receiver for Zach Wilson. You got Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, and A.J. Brown. Now, there's been no movement on these deals, although the flavor of today is Deebo's going to be moved. And at the end of the day, you know, if it happens, let's go after. Let's celebrate and lose our minds. But if it doesn't happen, the best route is for the Jets to draft 2 wide receivers in the upcoming draft. Now, just like last season, this is a very, very deep draft. The Jets are going to have, most likely, the pick of the litter at 10. Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Drake London, my top 3. You got Treylon Burks, Chris Olave, Christian Watson. They round out the top 6, right, wide receivers. And there could be 6 or 7 that go in the first round. You know, teams that have their franchise quarterback, they want to surround them with weapons, you know, and what better way to do that than to pick one at the end of the first round when you're a competing team. So you look at where the draft is, who's drafting where. Right now, and it feels like it could happen, Atlanta's probably going to take a wide receiver. Now, knowing them that they are at least a year away, right? They have Mariota for this year, probably maybe going to draft a quarterback next year with a little bit better draft class with Bryce Young, right? C.J. Stroud. The odds of them taking a wide receiver are high, and I could see them swinging for the fences with a Jameson Williams at 8. Now, if he goes at 8, you don't have to worry about if we draft him at 10 and he misses some time, but he's going to be a home run. You know, you need a return on investment immediately for the Jets. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it needs to be. Jameson Williams might be the best wide receiver in this draft, but he's not going to be playing until October. And the Jets haven't won a game in September since 2018 when Sam Darnold was on his rookie year. It's insane. It's literally insane to me. So, I could see Atlanta knowing their full rebuild. We don't have the quarterback yet. They'd be willing to wait and take that wide receiver. So, I could see Williams going off the board right there. That would leave Drake London and Garrett Wilson at 10 for the Jets. Now, you look at the Jets wide receiver room, they got Elijah Moore, future number 1, can play inside outside, runs crisp routes. He's just he's a baller. You got Corey Davis, he's your intermediate weapon. He can, he is 6'3". He can go up and get it if he has to. I firmly believe we'll have a bounce back season from him. You got Braxton Barrios, your boy. Let's go Braxton. This dude all he does is just, run the gadget play and score touchdowns. Love it. So you have some pieces, but you're missing that final go up and go get it alpha wide receiver. Now, I know Mike LaFleur doesn't like Denzel Mims because Mims is a 50-50 guy. He didn't take practice serious. He doesn't run crisp routes. But at the end of the day, you got to get the best football player for your quarterback, for your offense, and that will be Drake London. The ankle's fine. I don't have any issue with him waiting an extra 10 days for his pro day. If you have the ability to set a time and a date and have everyone come to you, why not use it? Why not wield that power? Rookies don't get a lot of power in the NFL, so I don't mind it. He runs anything less than a 4.55. He's going 10 to the Jets. He's got those long legs. He's a strider. He runs crisp routes. He can catch it at any level. He can win 50-50. He can run screens. He can get yards after catch. He can be the contest. I mean, there's so many positives when it comes to Drake London. He's just a true number 1. 20 years ago, it ain't no question. He's the first receiver taken. The NFL has changed, and you want a lot of speedy, shifty weapons, and the Jets have 2 speedy, shifty weapons. They got Barrios. They got Moore. You need another alpha on the outside, and what Zach Wilson did best at BYU, play breaks down, he breaks contain, he's out of the pocket, and he says, "Hey, yo, bro, go get it." Having a guy who's 6'5", who genuinely can win more than half of his contested catches is going to be huge for this offense. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, which we like to do because we're all hung up on the wide receiver, before Deebo Samuel was Deebo Samuel and the Niners had Brandon Ayuk, the offense ran through George Kittle. But we forget that, right? Now, LaFleur coming over, he wanted to run 12 a lot last year. He didn't have the horses to do it. Now we got two thoroughbreds. We got C.J. Uzomah and we got Tyler Conklin, who I think Conklin's going to be our tight end one. I firmly believe it. So we have the pieces for this offense. So at 10, our first wide receiver is going to be Drake London. Now, I opened this video with the caption, ideal wide receiver pairing. That means we got to go up and get another one. Well, you know, we got 2 5th-round picks, got 2 4th-round picks. There's a 3rd-round pick. Nah, there's no way. The Jets are going to double dip in the first 2 rounds at wide receiver because here's why. Joe Douglas has shown in his 3 drafts a propensity to draft football players who have high athletic ability. Those athletic traits that you cannot teach, whether height, weight, speed, that combination, and he believes in his coaching staff. Now, Robert Saleh can coach players. You've seen it. You saw it at San Francisco. You saw it last year. The Jets rookies played a lot of snaps, and they were very effective, let's say. Michael LaFleur came into his own. He was able to get Elijah Moore rolling, Michael Carter rolling, Zach Wilson got rolling. So, knowing this, Joe Douglas is going to look at the board at 35 and say, look, I know I need a safety. I need a ball hawk. And I know I need a defensive tackle. I need someone to plug the run. But at my best move, I'm not done with just adding Drake London. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add George Pickens at pick 35. And here's why. George Pickens is 6'3", and he runs angry. He is a willing blocker in the run game. He fights for extra yards, and if he doesn't get hurt in spring ball prior to his past season, Georgia's title run, the dude is a, without a doubt, top 15 NFL pick this year in the first round. Circumstances happen. He's going to fall to the second. He played 4 games last year, played in the Natty, won the Natty, came back from injury, could have hung it up, could have said, you know what, there's only a few games left, and I'm not guaranteed anything past 2 because of the playoff and then the championship game. But he said, no, he's a team first guy. I want to ball out. I want to play. And all he did was just help aid that offense, that Georgia passing attack, which was weak. You add George Pickens and Drake London to Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, Braxton Barrios, C.J. Uzomah, Tyler Conklin, Michael Carter. Now we're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. You get 2 big alphas for the outside. They pan out. You cut Corey Davis. You get $12.5 million back next year, and you have your immediate in-house replacement. That would be best case scenario for this team. You get 2, go up and get them, alpha contested ball catchers. And then you have Barrios and Moore working the slot. You got your tight ends over the middle. And now you actually have red zone threats for Wilson to just go, doop, lay it up. If this happens, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for takeoff. The Jets haven't had 2 alphas on the outside since Eric Decker and Brandon Marshall, and that was a very long time ago. You add that to this offense, that type of juice, right? And you're not just looking at, oh, they're just going to go up and get it. No, they both can run routes. They both can, work the short, intermediate, and deep level of the defense. They can make plays, ladies and gentlemen, and that at the end of the day is what you need. We need some go-up wide receivers who are just going to ball out and make plays. You saw it with Elijah Moore. You saw it with Barrios. I firmly believe Corey Davis is going to have a bounce-back year because he is definitely better than what he was last year, and he was on pace for 1,000 yards. He wasn't that far off. But when you get down to the nuts and bolts and you look at this draft and how rich it is, how rich at wide receiver it is, You double dip early, you get that top end talent, and then you fill in the blanks. You can get a safety at 38. You could get Lewis Seen, Jaquan Brisker, Jalen Petrie, Nick Cross, Kirby Joseph. Like, there's so many talented safeties. Like, it's disgusting. So there's that. You can get a pretty good defensive tackle in the 4th round or 5th round. And you're going to sit there and tell me Joe Douglas isn't going to trade back from the 5th round pick and maybe pick up 2 6s? He did it last year. Trader Joe. So don't tell me, yeah, we're going to stop picking at the end of the 5th round. No, there's going to be some magic happening. He knows what he's doing. All right, and that we know. You take Drake London at 10, George Pickens at 35, and you watch this offense rise to the top like the cream of the crop. Quote my boy, Macho Man Randy Savage. That's what we need, ladies and gentlemen. Two big, bad receivers to go get it. And you watch Zach Wilson take that next step. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your ideal wide receiver pairing would be if you had the opportunity to be the GM. As always, like and subscribe. Love you guys. Peace and love. Out.